Look at this. What are the odds this place would be for sale? This is out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, you know what? I saw that sign like 2 seconds after you made your wish. What do you think about that? See, and now you're laughing for the first time since I don't know when. This is not a coincidence.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe this means something. Maybe we're meant to start over right here. If we can... Okay, stay with me, all right? Imagine a house right here, where we are. I mean, there's room for a huge yard. There's a view from all sides, and we're not that far from town.
I know, it is beautiful,
you know
but
what?
it's not something that...
We could build you a studio right over there.
Oh.
You know, there'd be plenty of natural light. We could soundproof the basement so I could play guitar again. I mean, I could even teach Cam.
Oh my God, he would love that.
Or we could just throw some amps in the garage or the barn.
A barn? We're gonna have a barn now?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I could blast music as loud as I wanted to. The boys could run around and yell like maniacs. There wouldn't be any neighbors around to complain.
No, but I thought you wanted us to live in your family house.
Understand how Dad felt when he lived there. You know, sometimes it closes in on me, too. There's too many things happen there. Parents' marriage fell apart. So did ours. That house is about the past. We need a future. We need a fresh start, someplace where we can make a new life together. That is a million miles away from all the mistakes that we've made.
Yes, Kate. I'm picturing a really big, old-fashioned home with lots of windows and a wraparound porch. We can put a couple rocking chairs on there so we can watch the sunset every night. And the mornings, can you imagine how quiet the mornings must be? All you would hear are the birds and the wind in the trees and our crazy screaming children on all this land.
What's wrong? That's perfect. Keep going.
No, I know, but it's not like we would ever be able to afford this. I mean, I'm sure the property itself is expensive, but to build a house on top of it, even if we started saving right now, we wouldn't have a down payment for years.
It's just money, Elizabeth. There's always ways to find some.
Oh, geez, now you're sounding like your dad.
What? I'm not talking about scamming anybody. I don't think. But don't worry about it. We both have good jobs.
Yeah, well, it's not going to mean anything if we don't have a down payment. Unless we consider Plan B.
Plan B?
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening.
We could sell my house and use that money if you're comfortable with it.
Why wouldn't I be?
Jason bought me that house.
I took advantage of you?
We need to consider what the money from my house represents. All those times I ran to Jason, and I shut you out, and I lied to you.
I don't want to talk about this right now, Elizabeth. You don't need to keep bringing it up.
I know, but I married you when I knew I had feelings for another man. And I promised you that I wouldn't hurt you again, and there's
You won't.
I'm just really afraid that something's gonna happen, and that I'm gonna lose you this time.
Look, I don't care if we use the money from the house that Jason bought you to build our own. It doesn't matter to me. This is our life, Elizabeth. It's our journey. Tell you what, I'll check around and get a price on the property.
Okay.
And if it's anywhere near our ballpark, we can start putting together a budget, filling out loan applications, and I'll check into the zoning regulations just to make sure we can build whatever we want. And you can put your house up on the market.
Sounds so real.
If you're having second thoughts, now's the time to tell me.
I'm not. I absolutely love the idea of building a house with you. Far away from everything.
We'll be paying it off till we're grandparents.
That's okay. We'll have our little rocking chairs on our big porch.
We might have to settle for that porch on Royal Street for a time.
And that's fine.
I'll talk to my folks about selling the house, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think I can get a better price for mine. And maybe we can rent it out and use the money for our mortgage.
It's a good idea.
Besides, we need someplace to stay while we build our dream house.
See, now you're dreaming with me. I like that.
Of course, no one's heard from the artist, Kate. Why would anyone hear from the artist? He's a recluse.
Hey, what are you doing out here?
I'm just procrastinating. I'm supposed to be working on this stupid art exhibit.
You want to tell your big brother about it?
If a train was gonna run over your friend, isn't it your responsibility as a friend to tell him to get out of the way? If your other friend driving the train would get upset, it doesn't matter, especially if the train is about to run out of tracks.
Do I need to try to decipher that?
What if Dominic isn't what he appears to be?
If you're trying to get me to support you going out with Dominic, that is
I'm not
gonna
going
happen.
out with Dominic.
Good. Because Dominic Prelli is exactly what he appears to be. He's an up-and-coming wise guy with a real future in the mob, and the further you can stay away from him, Lulu, the better. You hear me?
Why can't I be like you and Elizabeth? You love her, she loves you, that's it. I mean, you guys went through rough times, but you worked through it. And you're still brave enough to put your heart out on the line.
Nothing worth having comes without a fight. I learned that a long time ago. Elizabeth, she's in my heart. She always will be. But I don't want you to worry about it. You're gonna find the right person when the time comes, okay?